No pressure, Lotte Lammers, but you're the last speaker before coffee. Thank you, Lotte. Lotte will speak on dynamic low-force finger stretching in Dupuytren's patients. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Hi, my name is Lotte Lammers. I have a background in medicine and human movement sciences. And today I'd like to present 3 cases in which a new non-invasive treatment option for Dupuytren's disease is used, the push ortho hand orthosis DPT. I do have a conflict of interest. I'm an employee of NIA International, which is the developer of push braces, including the orthosis that we are talking about today. So to introduce to you the product, the orthosis consists of a base part, hand part, and you can combine it with one or multiple finger parts, depending on the number of affected fingers of the patient. And a set of leaf springs is used to exert a mild dynamic extension force during multiple sessions a day, totaling a minimum of 5 hours. That extension force can be adjusted for each finger, but also separately for the MCP and PIP joint. While the orthosis is worn, the patient can still move their fingers, so the hand function is largely preserved, and it's also good for the circulation. The aim of the orthosis is to reduce or stabilize the contracture in tubular stage 1 or 2, and it can be used as a primary conservative treatment in addition to another treatment or pre or post intervention. In our development phase, we had 52 patients involved, and currently we have 27 who are still using the orthosis for at least 2.5 years on a regular basis, and of their own accord. And over a period of 4 years, we've gathered experience with the orthosis in an uncontrolled condition. Due to the heterogeneity of the patient population and also the various stages of product development, it's not possible for me to present scientific data at the moment, but I can show you some cases to give you some insights into the possibilities. In this first case, we see a patient who has no prior treatment. He's relatively young at 48 years old, and he has a mild extension deficit in his MCP joint since 2008. And due to a strong genetic disposition from both his parents, he started using the orthosis at a very early stage. Now, over a period of 2 years, you can see that he had a decrease in his extension deficit to a full extension, not hyperextension, but normal extension. And interestingly, this patient is actually able to maintain this status with much fewer hours of wear time than our standard advice. The second case is a 73-year-old patient with her right little finger and ring finger affected in both joints. And at the beginning of the orthosis, she actually was to be in a stage 2-3. And after 1 year, there was an improvement in all of the joints. It was not possible to achieve these type of results in all patients, of course. So in some patients, they underwent PNF, and that was followed by continuing the orthosis. And of that specific situation, we have measurements of 9 fingers, right before PNF, immediately after, and after 1 month. And as you can see, the initial improvement ranged between 0 and 25 degrees from PNF, and an additional improvement was reached in 8 out of 9 fingers, and 4 out of those actually had an improvement of more than 15 degrees. I hope these cases have given you a little bit of insight into the use of the orthosis. We are aware that we need to do research, and we do have the intention to make that happen. And for now, I'd like to thank you.
Questions?
You review any problems you've had with this orthosis? Pain, problems, maybe difficult for compliance?
Yeah, so motivation is a big aspect in this, of course. Patients need to wear the orthosis for multiple hours a day throughout multiple sessions, and it's very important in that in those first steps of the process with the patient to talk to them how to incorporate it in their daily lives. Because if they have to figure it out themselves, it will be very difficult for them to keep going. But if you have an idea from the start, if they can wear it during their commute or some hours at night or just watching TV, separately distributed over the day, then they can figure it out. Some patients do experience some discomfort, and after about 2 hours that is perfectly fine. We advise them to take it off when any pain comes up. Some redness may exist, but that is not necessarily a problem. It's very difficult. You can try to work with pressure sensors, but I can't go back, right? So the leaf spring set is exerting pressure on the phalanx through a silicone-like patch with like some texture in it to distribute the force, but because of that, it's also very difficult to get the exact pressure. So I guess you could maybe do some kind of calculation, but because it's all textile parts, there is elasticity playing a role, the springs themselves, so it's very difficult to put a number on that.
Can I ask, what's the lifespan? Sorry, I jumped in ahead. Sorry. What's the lifespan of the splint? You mentioned some patients wore them for multiple years.
Yes.
How long did each splint last and then require replacement?
It's difficult to say. It really depends between patients, and also, like I said, we were still in the development phase for a lot of this, so the lifespan of those products might have been less than they are now. So for the finished product, it's very difficult to say, but I think we say at least 2 years of lifespan.
Oh, great. Sorry, Dom.
Hi, I have 3 questions in one. Firstly, is your device now CE marked?
Yes.
The availability in terms of across Europe and the UK and the States and Australia, etc. Does it have to be, is it direct to patient, or does a therapist or a surgeon need to buy it, and then what's the cost?
That's 4. Okay, so the first question, yes, it's CE certified. The second one was availability. It is available, but not widely yet. So for specific countries, I would suggest you go to my colleagues in the exhibitors lounge. Number 3.
Is it just patients can buy it, or?
Oh, no, it always will go through a therapist or a clinician. Yes, it's not available for the patient to buy online, for example. And the last one? Yeah, I don't know, I'm sorry. Also, please go to my colleagues. I'm not from the sales department, but they will help you.
Well done, thank you. I think it's coffee time.